Congratulations, I'm so excited you want to do acrylic nails. That's what this video is about. What do I need to get started doing acrylic nails? Let's get started. What do you mean when you say you want to get started? I'm going to take it as the basics, and the basics is learn the liquid to powder ratio first before you do anything on anybody, your own nails or anything. Learn liquid to powder first. And all you need for that is a good brush. I prefer a 6 or an 8. And you want it with the cap, a nice brush. That's it. Not an expensive brush. You need monomer. I highly recommend a slower setting, an odorless, so it doesn't smell around your house, and it sets slow so you can take the time to create. I can't tell you, I wish I had this when I was learning. It would have made me learn a lot faster, and it would have taken away a lot of frustration. Next, you need powder. I highly recommend you buy acrylic powder that has a color to it. Don't get the clear, don't get a really light translucent pink, something that's not see-through, more opaque. That really helps with visually seeing where the product is going against the natural nail. Mine is foundation pink. I really think that's excellent for learning because you can see it. That's part of the problem. Some of the products are nude colors and nude tones, and they're supposed to be, but you can't see them when you're learning, so get some foundation. You need a little dish to put the monomer in. I have 2 samples here. One is maybe a little sushi dish you might have at home, or this little glass dish you can pick up at like a Sally's. Then you need something to put it on, and I would suggest something like this, like a tip or a color wheel. You can also go to nailcareer.com, and I have a worksheet you could print off. On my worksheet, I create different shapes and lengths for guidelines, and the fingers are pretty much close to actual size. If you laminate it, you can pop the acrylic off when it cures and reuse it. You need a paper towel, so you can put the acrylic and absorb into it and get rid of the excess. And just a little towel, and you don't need a little towel into working area, but just you want to protect your surface. You don't need a lamp, you don't need files, you don't need any of that now. All we want to do is learn the basics of doing your liquid to powder ratio, creating that bead. Once you create that bead and you figure out the liquid to powder ratio, you're on your way. That really is the essential baseline for how to do acrylic nails. So just a brush, liquid and powder, little dish to hold it in, paper towel, and something to put it on. That's it. That's all you need to get started. So for a next level up, you can get a nicer little dish, right? That's my little dish. I would still use this, especially when you're trying to learn. You don't have to really upgrade your brush. You could continue using this brush, and you don't have to upgrade this either. But I would add some powders, and we've got the white for your ombres and your Frenchies, and then a clear for do some clear capping, and a lighter pink. That's another thing you could do to level up. And that's just experimenting with different colors and stuff. Okay, so now that you've got that, you can level up again. And when I say that, it means once you learn your liquid to powder ratio, then you can invite new colors and learn how to work with them. Then, rather than using those, let's say you've upgraded from that, you can get these fake fingers, fake hands. These are pretty cool. This is a good selection. And they look kind of funny. You can get them in all beautiful shades. Okay, so you just grab one and look at that. Look at this beauty. It feels like a real finger. And the reason why I'm saying don't put it on yourself or put it on other people, because once it cures, we haven't learned that part yet. Once it cures, if it's curing in the wrong spot, you have to get it off. We haven't learned how to get it off yet. So learn the liquid to powder ratio first. Then when you get one of these fingers, you can upgrade to it, and you can put the product directly on these. But I wouldn't buff this up. Don't put your prep and prime on these things, because you want to be able to get them off a lot easier. But this is what I would do. Get one of these fingers. And then to level up again, once you get the product on here, then you can start to learn how to shape. And if you're going to put it on these and start fingers, the next level up would be adding your adhesion layers to make the nail more permanent so you can file. And then the files, you want to get yourself some good files so that when you come to the point where you've got your liquid to powder beads down, you can start putting it on here, creating a nail that you might be proud of. And even if it's not, that's okay. We can fix it in the filing. You need a good set of files so you can start shaping this guy and start creating a beautiful nail out of it. And one level up from that, you want to get yourself a good set of forms, because forms you can put on here and start lengthening. Then when you get more confident, you can add the form to a real finger, but that's a whole other video. So remember, start basic and simple. Like the beginning of this video, all you need is your monomer, your powder, and a brush. That's really it. So it's quite simple. These are the 3 things you need to get started. Once you got all your basics together, you want to focus on that acrylic bead. Check this video out where I show you how to do the right liquid to powder ratio. It's the #1 thing.